Hey everyone, this is Video Game Fan 1999 here, and it is now time for me to do another birthday special here on my channel. And this one is going to be for my good friend Come and Party with Nick, who is going to be turning 26 years old in a few weeks on June 1st. If some of you guys know, Nick has his birthday 5 days before mine, so I'm basically taking care of this birthday special early in advance. That way I can prepare for my own birthday special that I plan to do soon as well. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to doing this birthday special for Nick, and I'm sure he's going to enjoy it a lot. And yeah, it should be a very good time. So anyways, Nick requested a total of 20 segments here for this birthday special, and for our first segment, we are going to be starting things off with Mario Party for the Nintendo 64. So let's see how we do. I'll tell you guys this right now, that most of these games that we're going to be doing here on this birthday special are going to be Mario Party games. And I definitely do know that Nick really does enjoy Mario Party a lot right here. So it definitely does make sense that most of these games that we're doing are going to be Mario Party games. But anyway, so that being said, let's go in the warp pipe and depart for adventure. Alright, so let's go one player. And for this first segment, Nick actually requested me to play as Luigi. And for our computer players, let's take on Yoshi, Donkey Kong, and of course Mr. Doe I missed. And we're going to put the computer players on normal difficulty. And for the board that we're going to play on here for this first segment, Nick requested me to do Luigi's Engine Room. And I'd say that totally makes sense since we're basically using Luigi on his own board. But anyways, we're going to do 20 turns, and let's go. Alright, let's see who's going first. Survey says I'm going first. That's very nice. Alright, so I'm going first. Yoshi's going second. Wario's going third. And Donkey Kong's going last. And the first start of the game is going to be right there. But anyways, let's get this party started. I will start with 5. Oh, I have not. We'll go down so we can do a one-player mini game. Alright, slot machine. Alright, so let's see if we can possibly win some coins here. I'm trying to aim for the treasure chest. We're almost there. Oh! We were just a tiny bit too late on the last one. We were so close. At least on the bright side, though, I don't lose anything. Alright, 4 for Yoshi. And he lost some coins on the red space. Now let's go to Wario. A 10. Alright, 4 for Donkey Kong, and he's gonna lose some coins on the red space. So we're gonna do a 2 versus 2 mini game, and we're playing Hand Car Havoc. So I got Wario as my teammate.
Ready?
Alright, here we go. Got it! That is how you do it. So both Yoshi and Donkey Kong are down to no money already. Anyways, let's get underway with turn 2, and we get a 2 this time. Alright, 9 for Yoshi. And since I mentioned that Yoshi doesn't have any money, he can't do anything about that star right now. Alright, 4 for Wario right there. And a 9 for Donkey Kong. Alright, 4-player minigame this time, and we're playing Crazy Connor. Alright, let's do this. Alright, how do we do? We got the biggest score out there of 91. And all of us did win that minigame since we all scored enough points. Alright, let's keep it going. Alright, 2 right there this time. Let's not switch the doors around just yet. Alright, 5 for Yoshi. Alright, 6 for Wario. It looks like he's getting the first star of the game, but at least it's early. So, let's not get too worried. Alright, now the next star is going to be right there. Donkey Kong gets a 3, and now it's chance time! It involves Yoshi, and it also involves Wario. And Wario's gotta hand 30 coins to Yoshi. But Wario only has 19 that he has to give up. Alright, time to head into a 4-player minigame, and this time it's Bumper Balls! Certainly a very good classic minigame that you all can't go wrong with. Alright, let's do it. There goes Wario. And Donkey Kong's out too. I've just gotta try to knock out Yoshi. Oh, we were so close there. I still have 20 seconds left. No, doesn't look like we're gonna eliminate Yoshi in time, so it's a draw. But we tried our best. I have 3. It's not quite high enough right there for what I was hoping for, but it is what it is. Now Yoshi's doing a one-player minigame. He's gonna play Shell Game. And Yoshi picked the right treasure chest, so he gets the win. Alright, let's see what Wario's gonna get here. 5. So now he's seeing Boo. And he's gonna steal away some of Yoshi's coins. Definitely does make sense since Yoshi does have the most money. And Wario ended up getting 10 of them. Alright, Donkey Kong gets a 10. And he's going to be able to see Boo as well right here. And he's taking away some of Wario's coins. I can kind of see why Donkey Kong's doing that since Wario's the one in first and he was able to get 8 of them. Alright. Anyway, it's time for a 4-player minigame, and it's going to be Mario Bandstand. So it looks like I'm playing the trumpet. Alright, let's go. Alright, who's getting the money? It's me! Nice! Alright, this time I roll a 3. A warp block for Yoshi. And he switches places with Wario. Alright, Wario's gotta get a 5. Alright, back to Donkey Kong, and he gets a 10. Now he's gonna get a 10 coin bonus from Koopa. Alright, he's now switching the doors around. Alright, 4-player minigame. facelift. Alright, here we go. I think that looks pretty good to me. Alright, who wins? It is me with 97 points. That is fantastic. Looks like I'm getting another 3. Oh, another warp block for Yoshi. I was not expecting that. But this time he switches places with Donkey Kong. Now it's back to Wario. 1. And he lost some coins on the red space. And another 10 right there for Donkey Kong. He's getting another 10 coin bonus from Koopa. Alright, 1 versus 3. Pipe Mace. So from what I remember on the spaces that everybody landed on this turn, I believe Wario is the one that's deciding where to put the treasure chest at. Alright, time to find out who gets the money. It's gonna be Wario that gets it.
Finish.
Alright, there's a 7. I'm glad we were able to get a much better roll this time. Alright, 6 for Yoshi. And he lost the turn! All because he just got a poison mushroom. Alright, 9 for Wario. Dang it! I figured he was going to take away some of my money right here, all because I do have the most coins. Well, he's only getting 5 right there, but that's okay. Alright, now Wario gets the 10 coin bonus. Alright, 6 for Donkey Kong. Now he has to see Bowser. And he's going to lose some coins there on the red space. We're doing another 1 versus 3 minigame, and this time it's Crane Game. So Donkey Kong is going to be in control of the crane. What's he going to do? Oh boy, he's going for me, and I'm literally close to the pipe as well, so I'm probably not going to have a good feeling about this one. Yeah, he got me. So unfortunately, Donkey Kong gets a third of my money. There's a 9. Okay. So, I'm gonna take away some coins from Donkey Kong since he has the most money right now. 6 coins right there. And I can get another 10 right there from Koopa. Oh boy, I just lost some of the coins that I earned right there on the red space. Yoshi can't move on this turn. Alright, 2 for Wario. And a 2 for Donkey Kong as well. For where a Donkey Kong had to go, that basically forced him past the star. Anyways, Piranha's Pursuit is our next minigame we're playing here. And I'm the one on the skateboard. Well, let's see if we can escape this piranha plant right here. Oh no! Crap, I just tripped on the log. I don't know about this. Oh shoot! Dang it! We lost. Some parts of that minigame, I just couldn't have enough time to react right here to avoid those obstacles. Oh well, I tried. Hi, we're gonna get a 4. Let me check the map here very quick. Alright, I'm thinking we should go to the left. Alright, Yoshi gets the 3. Now he has to go to this section of the board since he landed on a happening space. Alright, Mario's gonna get a 2. And what does Donkey Kong get? 10. I see that Donkey Kong's got enough coins to steal a star away, but it looks like he's not doing that. Instead, he's taking away some coins from Wario. He got 8 of them there. And he's also going to get a 10 coin bonus. Alright, 4-player minigame here. And it's Hot Rope Job. And we all survived! So everybody's getting 10 coins there. Okay, I'll take a plus block, and we do get 10 coins from that. Alright, we gotta go to the left. So now we have to see Bowser. Oh! The door that I needed to go through to get to the star was raised up right here. I didn't realize that. Alright, so now Yoshi is going to be stealing away some coins from Donkey Kong. It looks like he got 14 right there. Alright. So Yoshi does get a 10 coin bonus. Oh, Wario got 10 coins there for that plus block. And Donkey Kong's gonna get a 6. Okay, we're going into a 4-player mini game, and we're playing Hammer Drop for this one. Alright, let's see how many coins we can possibly collect out here. Oh god, that's gonna hurt. Alright, time's up. And looks like we're only gonna get 8 coins right there. Could've been better. Alright, now we're on to the last 10 turns. We just got our applause block. This time we do gain 6 coins from that. Alright, we're back to seeing Boo. And we do have enough money right here to steal away a star. So that's what I'm going to do. Alright, hand it over, Wario. So just like that, I go from last to first. I also barely got enough spaces right there to get a 10 coin bonus from Koopa. Alright, 8 for Yoshi. Alright, he's paying to switch the doors around. Alright, it's gonna be an 8 for Wario. Alright, what's he gonna do here with Boo? Oh no! Dang it! Looks like he's stealing away on my star right here that I just took from him a moment ago. You're gonna pay for that, Wario. Alright, 6 for Donkey Kong. And he is back to seeing Bowser. Alright, Donkey Kong's laying on the happening space. It does switch those doors around. Alright, we're going into a 1 versus 3 mini game, and it's going to be the crane game again. And again, Donkey Kong's in control of the crane, just like last time. He's going for Yoshi this time. And he got him. Now Donkey Kong's getting a third of Yoshi's money. Alright, 4. Okay, so let's go down here so we can do this 1-player mini game. Oh boy, it's Pedal Power. One of the most toughest 1-player mini games out there. Alright, let's see if we have what it takes to shine the light on Boo. quite get it. Son of a biscuit. So there goes 5 of my coins. Alright, 4 for Yoshi. Wario's getting 1. And a 3 for Donkey Kong. And he's losing coins on the red space. Going into a 1 versus 3 minigame, and it's the tug of war. Alright, I'm with Yoshi and Wario on this one. Let's see what happens. You failed, Donkey Kong. Alright, so that was a good win for us right there on that mini game. Alright, 2. And Yoshi lost 10 coins there from that minus block. Now Yoshi's seen Bowser. Oh, Yoshi's getting that star. So nothing much we could do about that one right there, but oh well. Where's the next star headed off to? It's right there. It's basically on the same section of the board right here, but a little bit back. Alright, 6 for Wario. Alright, Donkey Kong gets a 10. Alright, he's choosing to steal away a star. And he's taking one away from Wario. Definitely does make sense since Wario's the one first. Alright, 10 coin bonus for Donkey Kong there. Alright, now time for a 4-player minigame. Coin Block Blitz.